Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Cincy Game Hunting, and we're going to start this week off the same way we kind of ended last week. Over at GameStop, they had a deal going on where the more games you buy, the more of a discount you get. Up to 5 games, you get 50% off. The deal is actually ending today, so I figured why not. I'm going to step over to the GameStop down the street from my house. I haven't been in there in a while. Let's see if we can find 5 games to get for cheap. All right, we got some games. We ended up picking up 5, so all of them were 50% off. All of them were games that I've been kind of eyeballing for a while and just haven't found them for cheap enough yet. So, and one of them was an obscure game that I had not ever seen before, so I figured I'd grab it and try it out. First of all, the first game we got was Super Mario Bros. 2 on the 3DS. Ended up being $10. And this is a game, like I said, I've been eyeballing it for a while, trying to wait for it to get to a decent price, and $10 is right on the money. We also grabbed FARCRY New Dawn. I wanted to grab it for the Xbox One, but the PS4 version was $5 cheaper, so this ended up being $10 as well. The Xbox One version wasn't eligible for the deal because it has to be under $20, and it was for $25. So we got New Dawn on PS4. Pretty sweet. We also grabbed, this is the one that was the obscure one, Into the Dead 2. I guess this used to be a mobile game. It's a first-person shooter for the Switch, and this one was $10 as well. I'm looking forward to this. The guy at the store was saying he plays it all the time on his phone. I didn't even know it was a mobile game, but bought it for the Switch for $10. Here's one that I've been wanting for a while, and I keep trying to to find it for cheap over at Walmart, and they've never brought it down to a cheap price. The Mega Man Zero and ZX collection. This ended up being $9 over at GameStop, and I love these Mega Man collection games. I think I have them all now, and this was the last one I had to get, and I just could never find it for cheap. But this one I said $9. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And last but not least was kind of one that is just my guilty pleasure game. I love racing games, as you all know. And we picked up Drive Club, and this ended up being, I want to say, $7.50. I think it was $15. So yeah, Drive Clubs for $7.50. all together, and plus I had a reward that I used, so I think I got it all for under $45. If the math is right in my head, I don't know, but it was pretty close to around $45, I think, after my discount with my reward. So anytime you guys see those deals online, they work in the store usually too. Just got to make sure you check on the thing before you go in to make sure that it actually does count for in-store, but it's a great way to load up on some games for cheap. All right, we stopped by the pawn shop down the street from my house, and they actually had a couple games in there. Unfortunately, that Silent Hill Homecoming was disgusting. There was stuff all over the case. I don't think it was even originally cased. I think it was like a replacement case, replacement artwork. And the disc had scratches and gunk on it, and It's worth $12 loose. I mean, it probably was worth it to grab it, but I didn't want to because it just was so gross. So I passed on it. Anyway, we got 2 games. As you saw in the video, we got Def Jam Icon. This one goes, I want to say, for 15 bucks or so. The Def Jam games usually are worth a good chunk, so it's worth the grab if you see them. And yeah, I haven't played any of them yet because I wanted to play Fight for New York, but it's so expensive right now, I just can't find it for the right price. But yeah, Def Jam Icon for $3. And I didn't get this in video, but they have their current gen games. They're all at $10 usually, so I actually stay away because they don't have a lot that I really want to get. But they had a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 in a replacement GameStop case that was all beat to heck. And I asked the guy, I'm like, could you do $5 on that since the case is kind of messed up? And he's like, that's fine. So this is not even gonna, I already have Grand Theft Auto 5. I just grabbed this because I know that I can flip it over to GameStop for like 11, 12 bucks. So yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Xbox One. And yeah, it's gonna be a quick flip over to GameStop to get me some more trade credit to try and help me get that next gen system whenever I guess can get a hands on it. As you saw in the video in the past, I think like 3 weeks ago maybe, we were looking for a next gen pre-order, and I was going to try and build up enough trade credit to get it for free. And all the pre-orders are gone everywhere. So I'm probably just going to have to hold out and hold on to that trade credit until I get to the point where I can actually find one in the store. But you know what? I'm willing to wait for it. A lot of the launch titles aren't really that thrilling to me. So I can wait a couple of months, and if I don't find one right away, that is. And yeah, we'll get it when we get it. Go! All right, we just dropped into Stringtown Pawnshop over in Florence. Didn't have any games in the place. They had a couple of systems. I think they had a PS4 and a couple of Xboxes. But I did find something interesting on the wall. And I'm sorry, I realized after I watched the video that my shirt covered up majority of what you could see of it. I apologize in that I was holding my camera low and I didn't realize that my shirt was covering it. But here's what I found. A Sony PlayStation 4 camera. Now, these I guess go for like 40 bucks. So I only paid 10 for it. So that's not a bad deal at all. And I'm curious about what I can do with this. I mean, I really have never even thought about using this. I don't know if you can use these for streaming or if they're just strictly for the VR. But yeah, even if I can't find a way to use this for what I need to use it for, it's still worth 40 bucks and I can trade it in and get some trade credit for it. So 10 bucks for this, a PS4 camera at a local pawn shop. It is getting dark early nowadays. By about 6 o'clock, you pretty much don't have any light anymore. So gonna have to do this a little creatively with the lighting, and hopefully you all can see me pretty well. Anyway, we picked up 3 games over at that St. Vincent's, and honestly, they almost didn't give me the discount. It was a half-off day. It said puzzles and games, but apparently it's only board games, but they didn't specify that. But the lady that was the assistant manager was like, dude, you're in here all the time. I'm fine with you guys getting your games for half off. So that was pretty awesome of them. I picked up 3 games, like I said. The first one is Minecraft PlayStation 3 Edition. I am not a big Minecraft fan, but this trades for $11 over at GameStop right now. And yeah, picked it up for $2.50, so gotta love that. The other 2 I am putting in the collection. First one is Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. Apparently there's like 4 or 5 of these. It's crazy. But I don't think I have 1 Naruto game, and that's about it. So I'm always willing to try new games out. So picked that one up again for $2.50. And the last one was the Dwarves on Xbox One. I've never heard of this game, and I always like finding randoms that I've never even seen or heard of. So yeah, pick this up again, $2.50. Can't complain about that. There were 2 other games you saw I picked up in the stack, but unfortunately they were both scratched beyond repair. I think one of them was like Legends of Wrestling, and the other one was Wrath of Cortex, which I already had. I just realized after I picked it up, so it didn't really matter anyway. But yeah, those games were pretty much unrepairable. That's all I can say about that. Anyways, guys, stick with us. We'll see what we get the rest of the week. All right, we found some games over at that Goodwill, and honestly, I saw a whole bunch of Wii U games in there, and I was getting excited, and I realized they're all ones that I already had, so kind of a bummer. And none of them are really worth buying again because they're all like cheapy titles that weren't worth anything. So, but if I needed them to fill the collection, I was totally going to buy them. But yeah, I have all of them in the collection already, and one of them was actually really sticky and gross. Ugh, don't want to know what's in that thing, but we ended up finding 4 games. I had a coupon for $5 off of 20, so all 4 games were $5 a piece, so I got them for $15 for all 4. So that's pretty awesome. First of all, a trade game, Call of Duty Black Ops. Trades for $9, I believe, over at GameStop right now. And yeah, I picked this up for $3.75. All these ended up being $3.75 a piece after the discount. So yeah, I'm gonna swing this one by GameStop pretty quick. I gotta figure they're not gonna start accept. They're not gonna accept these 360 and PS3 games very much longer. So if you have any of these in your collection or any ones that you find at thrift stores, get them in there quick because I don't think they're going to be taking them as trade very much longer, because they're really revamping the stores and they're kind of whittling out all of their PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 stuff. So if you have any, get them traded in, because you never know if they're going to be worthless soon. I mean, they're never going to be worthless, but you're not going to get anywhere near the trade credit you would have before. We also got picked up a PS2 game, KINETICA. I'd never heard of this game. It's a Sony Studios game, so it's a racing game where you're basically you're racing with your body, I guess. You have wheels by your arms and legs, and you just race around like that. It looks interesting, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it was $3.75 like the rest of them, and I think this one goes for around $10-12. So KINETICA on the PS2. We also got 2 GameCube games. First of all, Lego Star Wars, the original trilogy. This one is not really that expensive of a game, but I don't have it in the collection, so I was stoked to grab that for cheap. Yeah, I think it's like around an $8 game maybe, I'm not sure. But all these games were complete, so this is pretty awesome to grab them for dirt cheap. And last but not least, definitely not least, I was super excited when I saw this. Simpsons HIT&RUN on the GameCube. This game goes between $30 and $40. I was shuffling through the rack, and I was amazed when I saw it pop out of the bottom of the rack. I'm like, how is it still there? It must have just came in, because I don't know how this one stuck around. Yeah, this game's awesome. I had it on PS2, I believe. Maybe it was Xbox. And I'd rather have the GameCube version, and I would love to add this to the collection and trade my other one. All of them complete. All of them in great condition, and pretty sweet deals. All right, guys, last stop of the week, and we went over to a Walmart to grab some clearance games. And I usually don't have a lot of luck at this Walmart, but we found some good stuff today. All these games are ones that I've been looking forward to grabbing for a while now, and most of them just been too expensive for me. And yeah, got some good deals today. 2 of them are $15, like you guys know, is the kind of the cusp of what I'll spend on a brand new game. And I got one game for $5, and the $5 game was Ace Combat 7 on the Xbox One. I've been playing the Ace Combat game since back in the PS1 days, so I was stoked to grab this for $5. It's been $20 everywhere I go, and I haven't been able to find it on sale anywhere. I just randomly came across it today to pick it up for $5, so awesome grab for that. We also grabbed on the 3DS Mario and Luigi Bowser Inside Story, and it's got a side game, I guess, on it, Bowser Jr.'s Journey. This is an older remake, I guess, of a DS game on the 3DS, and I looked it up on price chart, and this game's going for like 30 to 40 bucks, and it was only 15 bucks over at Walmart. So guys, keep your eyes open. 3DS games are super cheap right now at Walmart. Grab them while you can, because they're going to be going out of stock, and you're not going to see them again unless you're buying them used. So check them out. Bowser Inside Story, Mario and Luigi, first party Nintendo game for 15 bucks. Last but not least, this is one that surprised me. Streets of Rage 4 on the PS4. This game hasn't been out very long, so I was really surprised to see this on sale. I want to say it came out like 4 to 6 months ago, maybe? It might have been even less than that, I'm not sure. But yeah, this game was only $15, and I have never seen it for less than 30 or 40. So to grab it for cheap was pretty awesome. I loved the old Genesis games back in the day, so I'm super stoked to try this out for super cheap. And it comes with an art booklet, a key ring, so awesome little deal there. So we picked all those up for $35, a nice way to end out the week. Guys, I appreciate it so much for you guys coming out and watching these videos. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, keep hunting.